Hello everyone. This is also second session of chemistry, 7th class, and I'm going to start the chapter that is changes in the world around us. We all aware about different kind of changes that we can see in surrounding. First change is day and night, then time, different season, change of weather. Different types of changes are there in our surrounding. So in chemistry, we will discuss about these kind of changes. So here in this chapter, as you can see, so you can see in this book, a picture is given and you can see the changes. A small baby can turn into old man. So some changes is there. As we can see, germination of seed. A seed can grow into a plant. A plant can grow into tree. So these type of changes are there. As few changes are there in this book also, we can see in everyday life. Milk can change into curd. Vegetables, raw vegetables, when we cook, it can change into a different form. So different type of changes are there. So in book, it is given classification of changes. The first one, natural changes. Changes which take place by nature is known as natural changes. Suppose change in weather, flowering of plants, that one is the natural changes. We can say a gift given by nature. There is no involvement of human being. That's a natural changes. Now, second one, man-made changes. The changes that take place due to activities of man are known as man-made changes. Suppose burning of fuels, making of chapatis, formation of curd, etc. In that, involvement of human beings are there. And after that, some changes are there. So that one is man-made changes. Third one, periodic and non-periodic changes. Periodic changes, that means certain period is there, some time is fixed, that is periodic changes. But if time is not fixed and changes are there, that is non-periodic changes. So periodic changes, in that we can say for phenomena of day and night, as we have discussed, day and night. Fixed interval of time is there, so that is periodic changes. Non-periodic changes, in that rusting of iron, breaking of glass. There is no fixed time, that can occur any time. So that is non-periodic changes. Next one is desirable and undesirable changes. Few changes are desirable, that means very essential, very beneficial for us. That one is known as desirable changes. But few changes are non-desirable, but still changes are there. So those are non-desirable changes. So example for desirable changes are ripening of fruits, drying of clothes. Undesirable changes, spoiling of foodstuff, breaking of glass. That one is undesirable, but not in our control. So that is undesirable changes. Fifth one is fast and slow changes. Depend on time, depend on their frequency of changes. That can be categorized into fast and slow changes. Fast changes, very rapid change. That is fast change, and slow, that takes time. So fast changes are example of this: a burning of paper, burning of matchstick. Slow changes, in that formation of curd from milk, rusting of iron. In that changes, it takes always time. Next one is reversible and irreversible changes. Now, this topic always we will discuss in physical and chemical changes also. When we discuss about the changes, this physical and chemical changes are very, very important. And as you remember in 6th class also, we have discussed about physical changes and chemical changes. So, when we discuss about reversible and irreversible changes, in that we have already discussed in physical changes, in that reversible changes are there. Suppose water can change into vapor. Vapor can change into again water. Water can change into ice. Ice can change into water, liquid. So that means that kind of changes we can get again the previous form. So that is reversible changes. But if we burn piece of paper, that is changed into ash, we can't again get piece of paper again. So that is what? That is chemical change. So physical change, having breaking of chalk, it's very simple. Glowing of electric bulb. In chemical changes, burning of paper, in that change into ash. Rusting of iron, that also kind of chemical change, because rusted iron we can't get raw iron again from that. So that is chemical changes, we can say permanent changes. Now today again we will discuss about few topics are there. Different types of topics are there. Here is physical and chemical changes. We have already discussed about these topic, and the difference between physical and chemical changes you have to write in your notebook also. Now the second one, endothermic and exothermic. These two we will discuss together, because exothermic and endothermic, in that involvement of energy is there. It may energy can be evolved or energy can be absorbed. So depending on involvement of energy, that can be categorized into endothermic changes and exothermic changes. Endothermic, in that energy can be absorbed. Exo means evolved. So if energy evolved, that is exothermic. If energy absorbed, that is endo changes.